So we're going to do a bit of a tier list today. I'm going to be ranking I wouldn't say the best, but just probably the most popular Instagram pages. So these aren't going to be ones that are primarily YouTube or famous cubers or that kind of thing. They're just Instagram pages. So they're ones that I follow, ones that other guys might follow as well. But yeah, let's get started. So I've got my tier list here. So we've got, I think, 32 pages, and we're just going to start with, let's start with Pro Cubes. I think a lot of you guys would have seen this one before. I'm going to put it in, I just realised they're around the wrong way. There we go. Let's change this real quick. Alright, Pro Cubes, I'm going to put them in A tier. They would probably, if you're ever on Instagram, they probably would have shown up in your Discover page at some point. They're pretty popular. They have their leaks and that kind of thing. Let's go on to BioCube. Let's just pick a random one. BioCube, I'll give that a B. I think they're like some shop, but they're like Russian or something like that. I don't understand. They have cool pictures though. Let's go SpeedCube Australia. Now, these guys, they're pretty cool. They're the ones that organise all my competitions and that, and I find out when there's new competitions from them. They don't post it often. I'm going to give them a C. Let's also give Daily Cuba, I'm going to say Daily Cuba B. He's got some pretty cool stuff. He's like always posting photos, and he has so many cubes, like every single cube you could think of. Same with, here we are, let's go Giovanni. You would have seen his work before. He's on World Star, all that stuff. He's got, I think, the most followers for an Instagram page out of all of the cubing pages. He's crazy good. He does those massive mosaics of people's faces and all that. He's got like 300,000 followers, I think. Yeah, crazy stuff. I'm going to give him S tier. Next one, we're going to do Cube Art. This guy does some awesome commutator stuff. Let's go B tier, because I guess for a page, it's not that exciting, but yeah, the stuff he does is crazy. Same with JC Cuba. They're pretty similar. They both do like massive cube commutator sort of patterns, but yeah, I'm going to put them both in that one there. Let's go Corwin Cubes. I'm going to give him an A. I can't give him an S tier just because he hardly ever uploads, but he does some pretty cool stuff. He's always outside, on the beach, solving cubes, that sort of thing. Yeah, he does some pretty cool things. He did have that like scandalous thing a couple of months back where he like got a 4-second time, and everyone was saying it was fake, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't fake. Alright, let's go GAN. GAN, I'm going to give them a C. They have pretty cool stuff, but at the same time, I don't think they are primarily an Instagram page. I mean, obviously they're a cube company, but I'm not sure if they have a YouTube page or not. I'm not sure, but they have a lot of followers, so that's pretty cool. Cubogram, they're pretty basic stuff, just a lot of cubing photography sort of things like that. And same with the Pineapple Cuba. They have some pretty, cinematic cubography, as you'd call it, pictures, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Someone like TR Cubing. I'm going to give TR Cubing, I'm going to give them A, because they're a combination of this one, where they're like photography, but also a lot of the commutator, big cube pattern sort of things, which I really like. DS Cubery, I did a survey on my Instagram, and a lot of people said DS Cubery was one of their favorites. I'm going to give them B, because they're cool, but, Let's go the Blue Cuba. The Blue Cuba, I'm going to have to give A. She is actually the one that, the page that originally got me into making a page, because I took a lot of inspiration from the stuff that she does. It's simple, not so big cubes as these guys, but it's really cool patterns and that sort of thing, with like a simple background and just really nice images overall. Pixel 3x3. I'm going to give her A tier. She has some really cool photos, and she's always posting with her cat and that sort of thing, which is really cool. And they were she was one of the first pages that I followed before I got relatively big. I'm not as big as some of these people, just like YPerm. I'm going to give B. I like his photos, but they're kind of basic. They're kind of like these, but a bit better. Peach Cuba, she does some really cool stuff. I'm going to give her B tier as well, just because she does a lot of interesting algorithms and that sort of thing, and I think she's friends with the Wayo brothers and that. She has some pretty interesting things on her Instagram page. You know what, I'm actually going to move these down one, just to make room for some more. Go for these ones. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Alright, Cube YY, I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually one of my favourite pages. They're really small, but they have some awesome commutate stuff, and they actually like do the patterns in the videos, which is pretty sweet. I don't understand how they do that. Yeah, crazy stuff. It's like these guys, but like even more. Alright, let's go on to the some of the meme pages. I'm gonna have to give the Volk 3 S tier. He's got some awesome stuff, such clever memes. His YouTube page is really cool as well. You should check him out if you haven't already. It's called Cubing Darker. It's like a, cubing version of Dolan Dark. That cubing. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Definitely give him a follow if you haven't already. Also, NPerm, NPerm Mutation, A tier. And just at the same time, let's give Cube as Anonymous. Yeah. Cubing memes, I don't really like that much, just because it's kind of boring memes. It's all just like, I don't like parody. Cool memes, but, not that good. Cube's a nice one I'm going to put there. Cubing updates, now they have some pretty cool stuff. They like show every record that ever happens, and like if there's something new happening in the community. Like the WCA page, they post all the world records, but Cubing Updates actually posts continental records and even national records if that happens. Obviously they haven't been that relevant at the moment because there's been no competitions, but I'm going to put them at B. Yeah, that sounds good. Rubicanos, I'm going to put them B. They have some pretty cool stuff. They do like non-WCA, and same with this one, El Cubino, I think that's how you pronounce it. They have very similar stuff. Actually, El Cubino I'm going to put A, because they have a lot of non-WCA puzzles, but they like present it in a really nice way. You should check them out if you haven't, they're really nice. God of Cubes, I'm going to have to put S tier. His stuff is awesome. I wish I could do that stuff. He just goes out in public and does magic tricks, or even like on Omegle and that kind of thing. He does some really funny things. He's really fast as well. He's like averages 7-8 seconds. I've talked to him before. He's a really cool guy. Alex, I'm gonna put C tier. He does some kind of like Rubicos, but it's not as good. Although you probably would have seen this picture before, because his stuff gets recommended to everyone. Like, he has so many followers and that, which is pretty cool. So a couple more. We've got these two. We've got SpeedCuber and SpeedCubing. SpeedCuber, I'm gonna have to give S tier. SpeedCubing, A tier there. I'm not sure if they're made by the same person, but they do some pretty similar stuff. And SpeedCuber, sorry, a lot more followers, and their cinematics are awesome. Like, their photography's so good. I'm pretty sure they're a professional photographer. Something, I don't know, but it's pretty awesome stuff. Meme Pics, they do a lot of collages, kind of like Giovanni, but they're not as big, they're not as grand. I'm going to give them B tier, because it's just, they're really cool collages, but they're not as professional as Giovanni's, I'd say. And Cube Tags, he does some awesome stuff. I'm gonna give him C tier though. He's a cool guy, but he's I think he mainly focuses on clock and he doesn't post that often. But yeah, I've got one left. Where should I put this one?